Same 12. We're going to have a look at the wicket kind of today and maybe in the morning as well. See what they end up doing with it. Maxwell. Maxwell, yeah. Yeah.
So he comes potentially as another spinning and batting option as well. Are you looking pretty seriously at that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the wicket may be different to last week. I think it was last week. He probably didn't need 2 quicks, but no Mitchell Stark's class, so we'll wait and see. I'd love if anyone can read the wicket and tell us what it's going to do as well, because I'm hopeless.
You were out there talking for a while. You don't have a real idea. You think they're going to do some more stuff today?
Yeah, don't know. Probably feels a bit harder than it did last week. Bit of grass in there, but they're mowing it now, so we'll probably give it right up till tomorrow morning.
So Maxwell was the second man that replacement.
No, as a kind of spinning all-rounder at 8.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's a significant change to the team you picked in the past. I mean, what would you...
Okay.
Yeah, like it's hard to remember the last time Australia were considering playing eight batters and a bit of a radical shift. Can you explain why that's been?
Probably makes it easier, having plenty of kind of other options. So we've got Greeny there, obviously is a high-class quick bowler. Trav Head, Marnus. So I think it makes it a bit easier to know we've got plenty of bowling if we need it. Even Nathan Lyon kind of can lock him in for one end for most of the day. And I think if the wicket plays lots of tricks, I think the batting is going to be the area that you got to try and find those extra 20, 30 runs somewhere.
Glenn's talked a lot about improvement in his bowling over time. Is that sort of a vote of confidence in what he's been able to bring as an off-spinner?
For sure, yeah. I thought he was just about to pick of the bowlers in the one-day series. He was excellent. So, all-round package that he brings, but in particular that bowling, you feel like you could, easily get 15, 20 overs out of him in a day.
I'm mindful of not being too far ahead of yourself and all the rest of it, but you have got 4 Test matches in India coming up in February, March next year. I suppose thinking that Maxi may well be called upon there, so it could be important for him to get a Test under his belt here.
Yeah, potentially. I think everyone in the squad that was picked kind of had that eye for India as the one that we're all building towards for next year. Absolutely. If it's Maxi, if it's another one for Starkey, it's going to be hugely valuable for next year. Yeah, I hope so. It's pretty different kind of first-class cricket here to what you might experience, playing Sheffield Shield. It's different pace. Wickets are so different. So, the role that we'll see him in is that little bit of bowling, bit of batting, extra batting at number 8, and taking the game on. And it might not be a grindy out 100, but a quick fire 30 or 40 could be just as valuable.
If it was to play number 8, would actually be his batting position?
Probably, yeah.
Any other questions?
So I was not talking about Maxi's.
Any instructions to the other team into your planning? Because it's hard to know what team they might actually turn out tomorrow.
Yeah, not really. There's a couple of new guys that came to the squad. 2 spinners that we saw a bit of in the one-day series. So, not too much extra planning. Wait and see. It's kind of, feel like we've been lucky to avoid it so far. Wait and see the side, but
How would Mitch take it, mate, if he had to miss it? And just more generally I guess you've got Josh out of the team as well.
Yeah.
Pretty good fast bowlers who might potentially assist there. How's that going out?
Yeah, not happy with their fast bowling captain. When I took over, they thought we were going to have 6 fast bowlers by the end of it. No, that'd be fine. Yeah, it's purely conditions based. So they know their quality. Mitchell Stark, leading wicket taker here last time. So we'll give it another day. We'll have a look. But great team players. They know their worth to the team.
Mitch, after the 2014 Ashes, I think he spoke a little bit about how he felt like he needed to bowl differently. A little bit. Is there a bit of a shift now that there's an acceptance that Mitch is the backing option? Josh is not playing these parts of the world. Is that a bit of a change to the
I think you have to bowl a little bit differently wherever you're playing. So England's vastly different to even Australia at times. Another world away from somewhere like here. But I think you've seen, the way Starkey's taking his game to the next level is by, being a little bit different, developing some new balls, whether it's the wobble seam as opposed to trying to swing it, settling into a groove where he can play a holding role. So I wouldn't say he's, I'd just say he's a more well-rounded bowler for wherever the conditions are for that game.
How do Josh? Is he the best Australians at that?
Josh.
Does it sound like this will be 3 of the last 4 plus 5 tests he sits out? Have you remember a better one?
It's got to be right up there. Not off the top of my head. Cole?
No. Not in recent times that I
No, I couldn't think of one this week. It's quite a bizarre situation, isn't it? I know it's because of conditions and whatnot, but just generally speaking, even a few years ago, could you have imagined a world in which Josh Hazlewood isn't playing regular Test cricket?
Well, the Ashes 19 was probably the last time.
It's kind of a weird quirk of our sport where you can have the best players, one of the best bowlers in the world, purely based on conditions not fit into your side. So it's strange. It's a quirk of, I guess, Test cricket and bowling, but I don't know, hopefully it adds an extra couple of years on the end of his career. Yeah, we had some a monkey, a couple of snakes. Come up to the beach bar where we were. So we'd had a couple of beers, so we're probably a bit more confident than if we hadn't. It's good fun. Certainly don't see that down at Bondi Beach or somewhere back home.
Did you watch any of the, or much of the Test at Edgbaston the last couple of days? And if so, your thoughts on the extraordinary amount of attention and goodwill towards this England team, the same pitiful team you thrashed a couple of months ago?
Saw a little bit. They're going well, so it's good to see. They're riding high and confidence high at the moment. So I think the South African series will be a good one to watch.
There's an enormous amount of hype around obviously it's a long way away, but when you go to England next year, that must be exciting knowing that you could be going in to play an England side that's rejuvenated and playing a brand of cricket that we haven't seen a lot of over the years. Yeah, it is. Any Ashes series is huge. I think to have the conversations talking about, what an exciting contest it's going to be, and as opposed to, I guess when they left Australia a few months ago and it was all about rebuilding and what's next. I think that's really exciting. It's still quite a while away, but potentially 6 Test matches in England for us next year. It's going to be an exciting year.
I know you put a lot of store in the team being calm, composed, sticking to plans and that kind of thing. I just wanted to ask you about the way Steve reacted to the run out last week. Is that something that you're like, it's a run out, it's the spur of the moment, it's fine, or is that something where you I suppose like to see guys keep their composure even when that sort of thing happens?
No one's a robot. No one's a robot. I think that was spur of the moment, and I think he calmed down, and he's vice captain of the team, so he's not just a batter out there. He thinks about those things as well. So it's a one-off. He's been brilliant. So I think it's one of those ones. If it goes too far in any direction, it's my job as captain to step in. But that was a one-off.
And then just in general, you've been happy, I suppose, with how players have kept their cool, either dealing with opponents or just how they sort of comport themselves around the team?
I think it's been good. We've been over here for 5-6 weeks. It's still a challenging. A lot of people are without their families. There's still COVID restrictions. Countries in turmoil here, and I think the way everyone's dealt with it has been fantastic. So couldn't be happier.